There's a reason why nobody says fuck the fire department. What's good, you guys? It's me, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, as well as follow me on all my social media accounts down below in the description box. And without further ado, let's get started. So as you got to tell by the title, this is not clickbait. A cop did very much so run me off the road and hit my car, and I will be sharing how he did so. So make sure you grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and enough of me rambling. Let's get right on into this video. So about a week ago, I was coming back from work, and mind you guys, I usually come back from work like 8:30-ish by the time I get back home, and that's usually when it starts to get dark. So on my way home, the sun is starting to set. Now that we have daylight savings time, it's dark by 5 o'clock in my area, and where I live, there are no street lights. I'm gonna put in a clip of what my drive home looks like. You guys can see it is very much so dangerous. I'm using my brights, and that is the only sight that I have. And we have deers in this area. Everybody is letting their dog run away these days, and it's always something going on in the road, and I need more light. So now that I'm aware that I cannot see at night, I try my best to leave work early so I can get home and be safe, basically. And on my way to work, I passed my parents' house, and on this particular day, I ended up staying at my mom's house for a couple more hours than I usually do. So it was around like 8 o'clock, and I decided, damn, I'm hungry. And I knew that I did not want to cook once I got home. And for some odd reason, I was craving Wendy's. Like, that has never happened, but for some reason, I was really craving Wendy's. So after I make the decision to go get food, I'm leaving my mom's house, and it's about like 7 lights that I have to pass just to get to the Wendy's. Me being very much so aware that I cannot see at night, I was willing to take that risk for a 4 for 4. So yeah, I left my mom's house around 8 o'clock, and I was just like, we about to go get this Wendy's. And quick facts, I'm a very good driver. I've never hit anybody. There has been a little accident, but that was an animal, and it was not my fault. It popped up out of nowhere. But other than that, I've never hit a car. I've never been in a car accident myself while driving, and I've never gotten a ticket or anything like that. So I'm a pretty good driver. My only issue is speeding. But then again, if you live where I live and you see that the roads are always empty, you would do the same things. So as I leave, everything's going good. And I want to say maybe 2 miles in, there's this car. And the roads around here, it's like 50 miles everywhere. So I'm behind this car, and they're going like 40. And I'm okay with that because, one, I can't see, so I'm driving slower than I usually do. I usually drive like 60, but that's just me. That's what I feel comfortable doing. And this car was going 20 miles below that. So I'm just cruising behind this car because they're the one that's giving me sight. I'm literally just following them. And a good mile in, mind you guys, it's one-way traffic going both ways. And there's no other cars on this side. I don't know, like nobody felt like coming this way, but the road was empty on that side, and it's just me in this car. Suddenly, mind you guys, I don't know if you guys drive or something, but if you have nobody behind you and you're going down a long ass road, and then suddenly a car is zooming up behind you, you can see that. Like, you can see when a car is speeding entirely too fast behind you. So now there's this car behind me, and they're riding my ass. Like, if I can't see your lights, you're too close. And I knew that they were riding me, so I was just like, man, usually I would move out of the way and let people like that pass me, but because it was one way, I wasn't about to take any chances. So I'm driving, and this car is like speeding up behind me. And I kid you not, let's say this is where the cars are. This is where the 2 lanes come about. So if you're coming from this way, you have to merge into 1 lane. And if you're going out, which is the way I was going, it merges into 2 lanes. And the 2 lanes were literally 2 seconds away. So I'm like, this person really needs to chill out. It's only 2 seconds. Next thing I know, blue lights pop up behind me. It was a cop. Now, I'm riding below the speed limit behind this person. So if anybody should get in trouble, it's the person in front of me, and I knew I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing within those 2 seconds of them riding my ass. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. And like I said, I cannot see at night. And the only thing that's in that area is like a place that sells trees. Like there's nowhere for me to turn into. So I just indicated and I was waiting to turn, and the car just like keeps getting closer and closer behind me. If I would have braked, they would have hit me like full force. So as I'm turning, like I quickly turn like that, and as I'm turning, I feel a little nudge. Now, if you live in my area, the roads are a little janky. You know, they're always having to fix the roads every single day because they're all messed up. There's always like some big ass dip in the road, or like the tires are not safe around here. So I just blamed it like, damn, the roads are that bad. You would think that they'd fix that by now. And I expected the police officer who turned their lights on behind me, because clearly if you put your lights on, you're talking about me. So I'm like, you know, they should be turning with me. And I look up and the cop passes the car that was in front of me and then turns his lights off. Just turns his lights off, meaning wasn't shit going on. He just wanted to pass everybody. I kid you not, it's 2 seconds from the tree place to the 2 lanes. 2 seconds. And he could have just went around into the second lane. Above that, if he feels that he can do that, being a police officer, he could have easily just drove on the opposite side of the road because there were no cars. Once that happened and it registered that he really just did that, I was pissed off, but I was just like, I'm definitely not going to Wendy's now. I'm not taking no more chances with my life tonight. I'm just gonna go inside this Target that is also 2 minutes away, and I'm gonna get in there and get a Lunchable, and then I'm going home. So that's exactly what I did. I went inside Target, I got some coffee, and I got a Lunchable and some dog food. And as I'm leaving, you guys, remember, I thought it was just the roads that were bumpy as hell. Nope. Tell me why. I walk into the parking lot, and I was parked right beside one of the lights in the parking lot, so I could see the back of my car with ease. And I've only been back for a month now. And as soon as I got back, the whole car got fixed. I'm talking about, it's a new decal sign on it. It's nothing on the outside. It's pristine, right? It looks brand new. Explain to me why I look at my car's right cheek, y'all, and there's a fat ass scratch, as if a car has just glided past it. I'm gonna show you guys a picture right now. That's what he did to my car. And then I thought to myself, this shit was not here when I left my mom's house. It wasn't there when I left work. It wasn't there when I left my house this morning. The cop just hit my car. Thank God it didn't make a dent, but still there is a good old, you know, just scratch. Like my car is just nothing, you know? And it pissed me off. I'm not even mad about the scratch. It's the audacity for me. The fact that even if I wanted to say something about it, I can't, because he's a police officer. What are they gonna do? Absolutely nothing. There's a reason why nobody says, fuck the fire department. When you call the fire department, they put out the fire. When you go to a doctor's office, they prescribe you something to help your issue. You call the police officer and you end up dead. You, the person who is calling for help, ends up dead. Like, this is what pisses me off. It really pisses me off how much power these idiots have, because they don't do anything. How often do you see people getting serial killed out here? How many times have you genuinely needed a police officer? The only reason why we actually use police is because if we do it ourselves, we go into jail. Am I right? Be for real in the comments. Let me know. What do we really need police for? What is actually going on that we need police for? Because within this whole Trump issue thing and all the Trump supporters who have been harassing people, blocking them in, murdering them, all of that, and not one cop in sight. Protests, peaceful protests are going on. They're shooting people. This don't have shit to do with what happened to me, but still, I'm making a point. What good do they do these days? There's not one experience I've had with a police officer where he's actually helped, aside from the fact that we had got robbed at Six Flags and he was cool. That's the only time. I don't recall any other good experience with a police officer where they actually helped the situation. It just, you know, it was so unnecessary for him to do that. And it's the fact that he could have killed me. He could have ran me off the road and I would have ended up in the ditch. That would have happened. I could have lost my life because he was impatient for 2 seconds when he could have easily, if you have that much power to turn on your siren and your lights and pass 2 people and then turn them off, I'm pretty sure you could feel comfortable driving in the opposite side of the road that is empty. He could have easily just sped up in front of us and went. But no, you choose to run me off the road, hit my car, pass that car, and then turn your lights off just to cruise. I could understand if there was an actual emergency. God forbid somebody was actually in trouble and they needed help and he was the only cop around. So he chose to mess up my car, inconvenience the person in front of me, and then, you know, help them out. Cool. My car would have gotten hit in the name of safety. But now, you're just cruising as if it's a lovely day. What were you in a hurry for? And mind you, he wasn't even speeding, bro. He was going the same speed. You just didn't want us in front of you? Like, all right, y'all, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Follow me on all my social media accounts down below in the description box. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Hi, Reggie.